So I know something that always comes up in the groups is where to get work featured and how to get your website to rank higher than competitors' websites. And as much as, it's all about having really good quality content and relevant keywords and everything, it can be really helpful to have a bit of a deeper look at your competitors. So what I'm going to share with you in this video is a free tool, a free SEO tool that's going to help you find out a little bit more information about your competitors and how you compare to them in terms of things like backlinks that are coming into your site and also something called your domain authority. So this tool is by MOZ. So you're going to go to moz.com. Now, MOZ is a great resource for SEO as well. So what I would say, though, is always kind of check the date of the articles. You want to be taking information and advice from recent articles and not articles going back for years, because there's a lot of information on this website. Once you go to moz.com, we're going to click on free SEO tools. You see up here in the top bar. Now, when this drops down, you're going to click on MOZ bar and download MOZ bar free. Now it's going to take us to the Chrome extension store. Now I've already got this installed, but if you didn't have it installed, it would just say add to Chrome, and then it appears in your Chrome bar right up at the top here. Now, when you first get set up for this, what you need to do is register with your email address and a password. Now you don't need to buy anything. It is a completely free tool. MOZ will probably send you information about MOZ Pro. You don't need that. It's not essential. It does have a ton of great features, but there's not necessary really. There's loads of features within this that are going to help you find out some more information about your competitors. So there's a couple of things to keep in mind though initially when you use it, when you set it up. So I'm going to talk you through that now. I'm just going to use this page as an example. So when you first get the MOZ bar set up, and you'll need to click on a confirmation link in your email and all that type of stuff as well, just the usual kind of setup for that sort of thing. So over on the right hand side, this cog, which will probably be flashing the first time you use it, it'll kind of be glowing this this kind of bluey colour. Now when we click on that, what you'll see is that there's no tick in the link metrics box. So if we just untick that, you'll see over on the left here, the information disappears, and then pop a tick in the box and we've got a load more data in relation to backlinks. So there's also links to helpful articles here, but it's a case of just making sure that's switched on. There's also like a dark or a light version. I just prefer the dark one. So once you've done that and you've put a tick in the link metrics box, if this doesn't show up right away, what to do? Just close the browser, reload everything up again, and refresh your screen and try it again. Sometimes when you first set it up, it can be a little bit glitchy. So it's worth just having a go with it again, and you should then get the data will kind of appear in those sections. So what we're going to be able to see now is, though, when you do a search for a keyword and we get the kind of organic listings, it's going to show us the data for your competitors within those. So if we say, just go to search, say like Devon Wedding Photographer, for example, and I'm just going to move my head over here so it's out the way, and scroll down to the organic listings. What you can see is that we've now got the DAs, which stands for Domain Authority, of each of the websites, and also the page authority. So Domain Authority, it's a score that contains it compares information of over 40 different things that gives an overall kind of authority score. And it's a combination of things like kind of the trust and the credibility and everything of your website, but also quality as well. But links are a big influence and factor in that. So the more links you've got coming into your site that are relevant to your kind of, they've got topical relevance to your subject, then the better it is really, because it kind of gives a bit more credibility to your site. So when we look at everybody that's on page one for these terms, you'll see that the domain authority of most people really is kind of the mid-20s or upwards. There's a couple of lower ones. We've got domain authority of 12 for Lucy and 19 for Will. And everyone else is above 20. So say if you had a domain authority of 5, you'll be able to see that really to be able to appear on page one, you need to be at least a minimum of 12 if you're going to move Lucy off of page one. So it's worth kind of having a look and see how your site compares to give you an idea of kind of where you need to fill in the gaps really. So what we can see from here is when these links are shown, you've got, say for like freckle photography, for example, 129 root domains. RDs is just root domain, but 11,440 links overall. And that's because you can have more than one link coming from a site, but really Google only counts each actual individual site. So it counts as 129, even though there's 11,000, really. So say, for example, if you were advertising a blog and your advert shows in every page, you still only kind of count once from that blog. So if we have a look down, we can drill into this in a bit more detail to find out where the competitor has got those links from. So if we click on freckle photography, for example, the MOZ is going to open up here, and we've got a load of options on the left-hand side in this menu where we can find out data. Just move myself out of the way again. If we click on link and domains here, now we can see all of the domains that freckle photography has coming in, and also what the spam score is of them. And that's important because you don't want to be taking any inspiration or kind of copying anything that has a high spam score, because it's not really going to help you. So it's worth having a look at the domain authority of the sites coming in. The higher the domain authority is, the more powerful that link is going to be to you. And the lower the spam score, the better it is. So it's a bit of a kind of combination of not really building links from sites that aren't relevant, that don't have topical relevance to your subject, and ensuring things are kind of not spammy, and you're kind of keeping a really kind of clean site in terms of not having links from anywhere you shouldn't. So if we look at boho weddings here, though, that's shown as having a spam score of 13%, and I would have thought that's pretty relevant. So there can be little weird anomalies with that. So I wouldn't kind of worry about it too much, but it's worth just being cautious about maybe things that have a higher spam score that don't seem as relevant. So there's one down here, spam score of 43%, which is really high. And the linking site is 123coolpictures.com. So that's maybe not one to copy. And when I say copy, really these links will have been a combination of things like having work featured on there, but it's more about kind of being able to get some inspiration from, okay, if this photographer has helped build these links from different sites, you could contact these sites with a view to getting your work featured as well. So you can actually download all these links in a CSV file to an Excel document. And it means that as part of your ongoing link building work that you should be doing on your website anyway, you can then be kind of contacting these blogs or looking at what advertising opportunities they offer, or other kind of ways to kind of get backlinks from them, whether it's commenting, getting your work featured, advertising. It can be a bit of a mix, really. So it just gives you a bit of a kind of ideas of what your competitors are doing that's working for them, that's making a difference. So it's really kind of helpful from that point of view. Now, it also does have a keyword research tool, but it's not great, to be honest. I prefer using this to kind of get information from your competitors, and also really to kind of have a look at their links and their spam score and things like that. Okay, so any questions, feel free to comment below, and remember to subscribe, and feel free to email me with suggestions of any other videos that you'd like to see. All right, cheers, thank you.